Hurricane Laura has made landfall, according to the NHC, the extremely dangerous Category 4 hurricane making landfall near Cameron, Louisiana. Catastrophic storm surge detailed, as well as extreme winds and flash flooding occurring in portions of Louisiana. Live reports coming your way, as well as our panel of meteorologists. Everybody now on your screen. JB Buno here within the bottom right-hand portion of your screen. Tracking the tropics meteorologist Amanda Holly now joining us here at the 2 a.m. Eastern hour. She's going to be with us for the next several hours here in their hurricane headquarters. Being joined once again by Chief Meteorologist Jeff Baskin joining us from Arkansas, and now WOWK's morning meteorologist Brian Hughes joining us, everybody, from West Virginia. Great to have the entire panel here. We're going to start with Tracking the Tropics meteorologist Amanda Holly here to break down this landfall event. Cameron is getting absolutely hammered here on the Louisiana coast, Amanda, and this is now a dangerous hour for those folks that are there. Now, evacuations ordered, but still some folks that chose to ignore it.
There will always be those folks that, that choose to ride out the storm, and unfortunately this is the kind of the worst case scenario. Now, with the National Hurricane Center calling that landfall, that means we have the center of the eye over Cameron at this point, which also means that they've been in a relatively calm period since that eye has moved ashore, that edge of that eye wall now to the north of Cameron, and they are in for the back half of it. Of course, it's not over just yet. When we always say, the calm of the storm, don't go out just yet, because the second half is yet to arrive. That's that back half of that eye wall, but it does look like Lake Charles now really getting into the thick of it, with that eye wall starting to move ashore. And I'll zoom in here some on radar, and you can see Cameron right in the middle of that eye at that edge of that loop. So again, pretty calm conditions. They can probably see the sky at this point, because earlier in the day we did see that clearing, that very clear of that eye. So they probably can see the sky at this point. The winds are very calm, but it will be picking back up again as that back edge of that eye wall moves ashore. Of course, conditions continuing to deteriorate for those portions northern inland. We're talking about Lake Charles, Jennings, Kaplan, there, Port Arthur, getting the very edge of that eye wall, those darkest reds. That's where the strongest of the winds are occurring. And of course, to the right of the storm, where all of those winds are kind of coming onshore from the Gulf of Mexico, where there has been nothing impeding them. But as the storm now continues to move farther north and farther onshore, we're going to see a pretty quick deterioration of these winds. And that's a good thing for those folks farther inland. But we're talking about widespread damaging winds spreading hundreds of miles inland from one of their latest NHC's updates. That's the words from the NHC.